Hello, I'm Congressman Jody Hice, and I'm so grateful to you being a part of this discussion on religious liberties, which is an extremely important issue, something very near and dear to my heart. As a pastor for well over 2 decades prior to going to Congress, I heard over and over and over, year after year, about our brothers and sisters in various places around the world who are suffering persecution and even death because of their faith. And here we are in the comfort of our great country with our religious liberties and oftentimes unaware as to what's happening in other places around the world. I recall in 2013 when German Chancellor Angela Merkel was literally lambasted by the media because she declared that Christianity is the most persecuted religion in the world. Well, she was right. The examples are numerous. I remember in 2014, ISIS took over Mosul, the third largest city in Iraq. That was the home of Christians for over 1,700 years. And those Christians were given a choice: either convert, pay a religious tax, or die. Most of them had to abandon their homes and leave. And again, we have here religious liberties. We have the rights of our Constitution protecting us and defending us. In fact, the sad reality is right here in America and many other Western countries for that matter, animals have more rights and more protections than do believers in other parts of the world. There was a study that came out in 2016 that said that in that year alone, some 90,000 Christians were murdered in just 1 year. Unfortunately, things haven't changed all that much. The persecution all around the world continues. In Uganda, a family of 4 was dragged out of their home and burned to death because of their faith. In Egypt, a couple of men were beaten for their Coptic Christian faith. The examples go on and on and on. In Nigeria, literally dozens of Christians were kidnapped and shot because of their faith. In Cameroon, an individual was killed for translating the Bible. There are apostasy laws, blasphemy laws, where we're watching in countries like Indonesia, in Iran, where people are charged with blasphemy and killed for their faith by the dozens. In Egypt, churches are being razed. In fact, the largest churches razed to the ground. Algeria, similar things taking place with churches and the congregants being dragged out and beaten. And all of these examples that I just gave you occurred in October alone, a year ago. These examples need to come to a stop. Our brothers and sisters around the world are being persecuted, and you and I need to not only be aware, but we need to take action. First of all, to pray for these individuals and to pray that God help them and gives them the strength to endure and to stand up, but also to pray for these countries and these national government leaders that they would enable people of all faith to worship according to the convictions of their hearts. So I want to thank you for being involved, for being a part of not only awareness, but of also being a part of the solution to so many people around the world who need others like you and me to stand in the gap for them. God bless you, and thank you again for your willingness to take a stand.